G'day riders, this is Mr. Kiwi Rider. Now, I've never really been one to do update videos, but today I've decided to give you all an update just to let you know what's going on in our world. Some of you might have heard the Delta variant of COVID-19 has finally hit New Zealand shores, and more particularly the New Zealand community. I think it was always hitting our shores, but it was being stifled at the isolation centres. It has now entered our community, and there's a few hundred people out there that have it, that with a bit of luck are isolating. But because it was the first time Delta hit our shores, our government decided to try and play it safe and try and eliminate it. As such, once they heard about Delta in the community, they gave us about 6 hours to lock down that particular day. We had to lock down by midnight that night. That was a couple of Tuesdays ago. So an elimination strategy worked for the first variant of COVID, and the hope is that an elimination strategy will help with this one too. Anyway, we have been locked down for close to 2 weeks. I have been at home. Ral has been working as she works in an essential service, but when she's not at work, she's here at home. Basically what's happened, all our rallies have been stolen now. Ral and I were very, very excited to be going up to the Cold Kiwi Rally, which is a rally that's been running for nearly 50 years, I think, and it was the rally that the Brass Monkey, which we went to recently, check out the video, was based on. It's in the North Island, so we had to organise leave. Ral's hours are very different now. We don't always have weekends off together, so we had to organise different types of leave so that we could both go, head up the country, cross the strait and the ferry, and then get into the North Island. But of course, COVID has shut that down. They are going to have a postponement date, but we don't know if we'll be able to attend that or not. When we heard the Cold Kiwi was postponed, we thought, well, maybe we can go to the Waitaki Rally, which is close by, but we can still enjoy the rally lifestyle. That was also postponed / cancelled. And of course, we haven't been able to get out on any club rides. We haven't been able to get out on any solo rides, even down to the fact that I had some parts on order at our local Harley-Davidson store. I can't even access those. Let me show you though what the next mods are that I have planned for the Street Bob. So I've got the bike all covered under Grandma's sheets as I'm working out here in the workshop, try and keep a bit of dust off. So one of the next mods that I'm doing, I've ordered some little oval Harley-Davidson mirrors that are going to go up here. They're quite low profile, unlike the big Harley-Davidson ones. The Harley-Davidson ones are quite thin. They have a low rise. The other two things, but I guess they're the same sort of thing. I'm going to get rid of the stock indicators. And I've got some little LEDs. I ordered them just before the lockdown. I can't even remember what brand they are, but they're waiting for me at McIver Beach. Just small LED front indicators to go there to get rid of this bulk here. So all of this bulk under here will pretty much be gone. And then also back here, I've ordered some LED rear facing lights. Now these have the brake light and the indicator included. So the new ones are also the same brake light indicator included, but they basically look exactly like this, except they're miniaturized versions. So they're probably the size of my thumbnail, and they just fit in this space here, and they're little tiny LEDs, but the light is crazy bright. The only drag is that often when I'm traveling, when I've got my gear on the bike, I'll use the indicator stalk to put a strap on so I can keep the bag on. So I'm going to have to rethink how I do that, which isn't too much of an issue. I've actually got a new waterproof roll bag that I'll be able to use for that. But yeah, really looking forward to getting these low profile LED lighting onto the bike, but I can't access those because of COVID. So it is what it is. I have been working in the workshop. Ral and I have taken to doing a bit of metal fabrication, and I've been building sissy bars and what have you. Here was the first project that I did, the sword sissy bar. But now I've been working on a bit more of a serious project. The idea, well, let me show you. The idea is to build what might be a bit of a sissy bar, might be shaped like that, but to have crossed pistols and then possibly a sheriff's star somewhere there maybe. And as you can see, I'm making what was designed off a Smith & Wesson revolver, using the metal that I have at hand to create two. They're probably a bit larger than real life, but I'd say, you know, full-size revolvers that I'm hopefully going to be able to cross and fix to a sissy bar. And if I can make a fairly decent job of this, I'd like to look at actually putting it on my bike. Who knows, maybe I can change its name from Cherry to the Sheriff. Bit of fun, keeps me occupied, really enjoying working with metal, finding little solutions when I perhaps don't have a piece of sheet metal that's quite big enough, joining bits and pieces here and there. Fun project. So that's where we're at currently. No riding, still locked down until next Tuesday, but working on motorcycle projects, I guess, and looking forward to getting the low profile LED lighting on my bike. If you haven't already, give us a subscribe to keep up to date. We do all sorts of stuff on this channel, and subscribing is free.